Hola Aguilas, it's Miss Bree, and our final Black History book pick of the month is called Sulwe. It is written by Lupita Nyong'o and it's illustrated by Vashti Harrison. So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy the read aloud. Sulwe. Sulwe was born the color of midnight. She looked nothing like her family, not even a little, not even at all. Mama was the color of dawn, and Baba the color of dusk, and Mish, her sister, was the color of high noon. Hardly anyone at school looked like Sulwe either. People gave her sister Mish pet names like Sunshine and Ray and Beauty, and people gave Sulwe names like Blackie, Darky, and Night. Sulwe felt hurt every time, so she hid away while her sister made lots of friends. Sulwe dreamed of being the same color as her sister. She wanted real friends too. So she got the biggest eraser she could find and tried to rub off a layer or two of her darkness. That hurt. She crept into Mama's room and helped herself to her makeup. Oh no, she would hear about this from Mama. Sulwe decided to work from the inside out and ate only the lightest, brightest foods. With a stomachache, she went to bed early and turned to God for a miracle. Dear Lord, why do I look like midnight when my mother looks like dawn? Please make me as fair as the parents I'm from. I want to be beautiful, not just to pretend. I want to have daylight. I want to have friends. If you hear me, my Lord, and would like to comply, may I wake up as bright as the sun in the sky. Amen. When Mama came in to wake her for school the next morning, Sulwe rose to find not a trace of daylight in her midnight skin. Sulwe told Mama everything. Mama asked, what is your name? Sulwe, she muttered. And what does it mean? Star, Sulwe whispered. Brightness is not in your skin, my love. Brightness is just who you are. As for beauty, Mama said, rubbing Sulwe's stomach the way she always did to comfort her. You are beautiful, Sulwe sighed. Well, you are beautiful to me, but you can't rely on what you look like to make you feel beautiful, my sweet. Real beauty comes from your mind and your heart. It begins with how you see yourself, not how others see you. Now up you get and out you go. How could she, as dark as she was, have brightness in her? How could she have beauty when no one but her mother seemed to see it? How could she be a star? That night, a shooting star appeared at Sulwe's window. The night set me, the star said. Come with me. Sulwe hopped onto the star and off they went. Long ago, at the beginning of time, the star said the star, there was night and day, and they were sisters. They loved each other very much, but people didn't treat the sisters the same. People gave Day pet names like lovely and nice and pretty. People gave Night names like scary and bad and ugly. She felt hurt every time. Well, Night got fed up and walked right off the earth. Day stayed behind and enjoyed making everybody happy in the sun. But then Day grew too long. Day began to really miss her sister, so did everybody else. There had to be a way to get her back. Day set off to find Night, and she did. I miss you, said Day. I miss you too, said Night, but you don't know what it is like to be treated badly for being dark. You're right, I don't, Day replied, but what I do know is that we need you just the way you are. Come and see. Night returned, and the people rejoiced. We need the darkest night to get the deepest rest. We need you so that we can grow and dream and keep our secrets to ourselves. The star chimed in. Brightness isn't just for daylight. Light comes in all colors, and some light can only be seen in the dark. While day had a golden glow, with night everything had a silver sheen, elegant and fine. Day told her sister, when you are darkest is when you are the most beautiful. It is when you are the most you. Could it be that Night did not need to change, not even a little, not even at all? Now that night and day were back together, a little bit of night returned to day in the form of shadows, and a little bit of day returned to night in the form of moonlight. They were inseparable from that moment on and promised to celebrate the brightness in each other, whether people chose to see it or not. You see, the star explained, we need them both on their sunniest day and their darkest night, and every shade in between. Together they make the world we know light and dark, strong and beautiful. Sulwe rose the next morning beaming. There would be no hiding anymore. She belonged out in the world, dark and beautiful, bright and strong. And if she ever needed a reminder of her brightness, she could look up at the sky on the darkest night to see for herself. Sulwe felt beautiful, inside and out. Author's note. Much like Sulwe, I got teased and taunted about my night-shaded skin. I prayed to God that I would wake up with paler skin. I tried all sorts of things to lighten my complexion. My mother told me often that I was beautiful, but she is my mother, of course she's supposed to think that. It wasn't until I was much older that my feelings about my skin changed. It helped to see darker-skinned women being celebrated for their beauty. If they were beautiful, I could be too. I began to see myself differently. While both Sulwe and I had to learn to see our beauty, I hope that more and more children begin their lives knowing that they are beautiful, that they can look to the beauty in the world and know that they are a part of it. And yet, what is on the outside is only one part of being beautiful. Yes, it is important to feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror, but what is even more important is working on being beautiful inside. That means being kind to yourself and to others. That is the beauty that truly shines through. The journey I went on was very different from Sulwe's nighttime adventure, but the lesson was the same. There is so much beauty in this world, and inside you that others are not awake to. Don't wait for anyone to tell you what is beautiful. Know that you are beautiful because you choose to be. Know that you always were and always can be. Treasure it and let it light the way in everything that you do. I hope that you guys enjoyed this read aloud, and let's get into the takeaways. Why did the kids treat Sulwe differently than her sister? What did you notice about the illustrations, and was there a common trend in the colors and aesthetic of the book? Personally, my favorite color is purple, while Emmy's is blue from what I can tell. So Emmy and I enjoy reading this book, and she really likes looking at all of the pictures. And that is something that I loved, that this was carried throughout the book. I can relate to Sulwe in a lot of ways because growing up, I was the darkest in my family. My hair, skin, and even my body type was completely different than my mom and dad and my brother and sisters. People would make fun of me, call me names, and I always walked around knowing that I wasn't considered beautiful. I hated being different, and I just wanted to look like everyone else. It wasn't until I was older that I realized just because I looked differently than my family didn't mean I was ugly. It was society's standard of beauty was wrong. My curly hair and the color of my skin was unique, and being unique was never a bad thing. I hope that this book makes you all realize that judging someone by the color of their skin is wrong, and that every person's beauty will never be the same. And that is what's amazing about being unique, is that your beauty is the light that shines from within. I hope that you guys enjoyed Black History Month book picks. Next month is Women's History Month, and here's a highlight of those picks as well. And if you guys want to go back, you can always go to my YouTube channel, Books and Brunch with Miss Bree, and watch them there. I hope you guys have a great week.